Welcome back. My name is Jake Aaron, and today I just want to stress, be careful what you say to people. I feel like we are adults. I feel like most of you who watch me are grown and know what you're saying towards people, or like words do have so much influence. Because I'm thinking back when I was 17. I had this math class that I really enjoyed where you got to learn everyday math, where it was like checkbooks that I feel like people don't really do nowadays, but you know, tax forms and all these other things and a whole bunch of just whatever. So I was on TikTok before I sat in front of this camera, and I was scrolling through the just my feed, and I saw a lot of house stuff and home interior and design and all that stuff, and I really do enjoy that, and I enjoyed that when I was at that age also. So with that said, during that math class, I had to pick a job. So I was like, ooh, I love architecture. Why do I love architecture so much? I really don't know. Maybe because I love homes or whatever, or the feeling, or like how moody they can be, and how I would play Sims as a kid. Sims 2, and I had a whole bunch of expansion packs where, you know, more you had, more creative leeway I had. So like with paint colors and exteriors and cabinetry and bathrooms and tile and just everything, I went crazy. I would waste so many weekends of my life just playing. Mostly not even the actual game, just dreaming, like dream homes. Or I would even get to the point where I would go to, I believe it's called dreamhomesource.com, where you could pick out any type of style of homes, and it shows you the imprint, like the blueprints. So I would screenshot them on my phone. I would go to Sims and see if I could recreate those homes, and it just like had fun playing my Sims in those homes and whatever. So there's that story. Now when I picked out being an architect, the teacher told me that they could never see me as one, which I didn't know architects had a special look or whatever. And it's not to like throw shade or be like whatever now, but like I'm just saying, like when you're that young, you may not speak up for yourself, or I just feel like them as an adult, we have this expectation, well, maybe not that, like maybe because you are older, your words have more meaning, or like the respect of adults, I feel like it's maybe closer to the better way of saying it, where their influence on young kids really means a lot. So because I feel like there has to be like someone in your life where you had respect for, and they've told you something that was kind of crushing. That was really crushing for me, because like school was almost over for me. I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life, and I'm like, I was pretty much just told I wasn't gonna be an architect. So I'm like, well, I guess I can't be an architect because someone told me I can't be an architect. But I mean, this is a 17-year-old kid's brain who's not comfortable in their skin yet, can barely say, hey, I'm gay to himself. You know what I mean? So like that, during those times, it was hard for me. So I'm just like, okay, well, just another person like kind of like pushing me down. And the crazy thing, after all those years of like, it's not a full circle, but like I still had these dreams about being in homes and picking out all these things. And what am I doing the last few years is I bought my first home. I'm renovating it. Yes, I may not be doing the physical labor and all the stuff, but like the things that like I was so passionate about in those Sims games, I get to do that in real life, and I feel like that's everything. And I was just like, who could I have been if I did not listen to that teacher who like brought me down in that way and went to become an architect, even though I feel like thinking about it now, I mean, if I didn't have that, if she never said that, I don't know, and it doesn't matter. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, probably, or if, ands, or buts is probably that situation. But just to think for a second, to be like, if I did go to school and be an architect and see like what homes, like the knowledge that I would have got or had or learned or consumed and brought that with me towards my house flipping experience, I feel like would have been so beneficial. Thank you. To me now, because there's just situations where I'm just like, well, it doesn't look right, and like contractors were right, and then it was like that should have been done the way it's been done, and you know, it's sad that those things do happen, and it's just life. But I don't know, I think about that sometimes, and I'm not still striving to be an architect. I just think that I'm in the realm of like homes. It's still a home. Like, yeah, I may not know how to build it from the ground up, but like now I have people that I can go to help me with those processes and stuff like that. And I'm just like, I've always liked design, and I'm just, you know, that's just how I feel about it. I feel like I always have like this little like chip on my shoulder, not for real, but like for that story, like when something reminds me of like architecture, I always have that little moment of me at my desk and the teacher looking at me and be like, I don't see that for you. And I'm just like, who are you to say what you see for me? And I'm just like, you know, if you want something, go for it. For real. I mean, I want to believe, even though it stinks that time may have went by and it feels like it might be out of reach, but it's better to start now than being on your deathbed and be like, it never happened. Like, I'm glad that I made the steps, because I felt like when I was like, oh, I'm gonna go flip houses, I don't feel like I really had that support. But now I'm doing it, and even though there's been a lot of struggle with that, I'm glad I did it and not at all. So I just want people to be more aware of how you address other people, because it's not polite. Or it's like I don't know. I'm stressing that it makes an impact for sure. Just be nice, or be like, you know, you have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. And I know sometimes that's really difficult and it comes out, but like, especially on young minds, I feel, again, like I said, 17, barely comfortable in my own skin, and I'm having an adult telling me how to feel or what to do with my life. I mean, again, we're all different individuals. Like, who am I to tell the teacher that you shouldn't have been a teacher? You know what I mean? Who are you, teacher, to tell me this is how it's supposed to be? I'm like, I don't know. I couldn't think of another job, you know? So that's what I wanted to talk about, and I hope you enjoyed that short story time, I guess, about people just being people. And please subscribe, leave a comment. I mean, I feel like this is a relatable video. I'm sure there's so many different ways you can go or relate to this in your own life experience. I just hope, you know, something good comes from it, or you find something you do enjoy. And even if it doesn't work out and you really thought you wanted that, at least you did it. At least you tried it. You know what I mean? You never know what is gonna help you grow as a person till those things happen. And I'm gonna call it a day or a night, or wherever you are. I hope you have a good day or night. Just good vibes only. And thank you again for watching. And till next time, I don't know what we're gonna do next time, but we're gonna do something. We're gonna think of something. Hello. Be careful of the light, kitty. Alright, bye.